Right, so I'm back here with Alex, and today we are trying to sort out my swing. I'm very steep, and one thing I want him to try and do is help me shallow it out and get a nice, more consistent connection on the ball. So that's the aim for today. Hopefully we can sort it out.
Just arrived. Now he's messaged me actually, and we're going to try and get him down to single figures. Now, one of his moves has got this kind of move that we all struggle with, a little bit of an over-the-top move. So today he's going to go away with a few simple drills that maybe you guys at home can actually adopt and use, and are going to give him kind of a framework to stick to hopefully stop this over-the-top move. How does that sound?
Sounds pretty good to me. Let's see if it works.
Perfect. Let's get straight into it. So what it's going to be is it's going to be how we kind of do this for people when we're doing a lesson. It's kind of give a feeling, and then let's give a drill to kind of go away with. So when they're there at home on their own, it's not like, well, what was that feeling? We've got actual framework to stick to. So hopefully we can start seeing some really big improvements. Now, we've taken some numbers. At the moment, Ryan's path is 8.2 minus, so over the top by 8.2 degrees.
Yeah, which is
so now
no surprise there.
it's quite a big.
Yeah.
So now if we could be in a situation where we had it around plus or minus 2, now ideally we want that draw.
Yeah.
So
100%.
if our end goal, maybe not by the end of today, but our end goal was getting a path of plus 2 and a face just close to that, that gives us that nice tight little draw. Let's get into it and let's show you this lesson. 8.1 at the minute. Let's take a few videos and let's just show you kind of the understanding about where we are at the minute, where we want the club to be, some kind of slow motion feelings to get the club there. Because ultimately at the moment we've got a swing that works kind of under and over.
Yeah.
Whereas in an ideal world, I know you kind of mentioned that you're trying to feel sometimes it goes a little bit out and under.
To over-exaggerate.
Yeah, to over-exaggerate. But we're not doing it enough. And
No.
sometimes what we feel we're doing and what actually is happening
yeah.
is kind of two different things.
That's why we got you here for, mate.
Exactly. Well, hopefully, anyway. So I want you to hit a few swings now, as you were before. Let's get a few videos, show you them, and then let's put some drills in place to hopefully stop this move.
Just going to put it there first. I really hate the look of my swing.
I don't know anybody that actually likes it.
I can make it work. I just really hate the look of it.
Good. And again. So the ball flight that you usually see, it's that kind of starting left of target.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong, they're not normally as bad as that, but I just...
It's one of them things though, like I'd rather someone come for a lesson or anybody that comes and actually do what
needs to be fixed.
Almost on their worst day.
Yeah.
Because
well, the thing is with me, and I probably get this from football as well, I can't turn up and play golf. I have to go to the range, I have to hit a few balls, I have to get them bad ones out of the way. I've got to get my body moving to get it turning. And once I kind of, because I don't know why, I always do better at the end of the round than I do at the beginning. Because I just feel like it just takes me time to find where my swing is, and because I was such a high handicapper, and I've had to work really hard to get it down to obviously 12 where it is at the moment, and I want to get down further. I just have to work so hard and concentrate so hard to get it where I want my swing to be. So
we'll get it there.
Hopefully.
So our goal is to create this draw, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we know exactly what we're trying to create. I mean, even on that one there, I think just sometimes being aware of it, now that's a minus 7.5. Okay. So that was a little bit better. We've not even started talking about what we're going to do. Yeah. So hit one more for me. Now we know we've got this ball flight starting at the minute. We want to create this ball flight in the end.
Yeah.
Right, so Ryan, let's see. You know what your framework is in terms of the drill, the alignment stick?
Yeah.
And then our kind of shot scenario, which we can practice, which is more realistic. So we've got two kind of aspects to it.
Yep.
Drill, platform, over and under feeling, and we're going to know the Goodmans behind it. Create the scenario of the alignment stick. So let's get a video here and let's try and see if we can see a difference in terms of technique. So show me the feeling you want to create. Remind yourself.
Right, so we want to go up there
And under.
and down there.
Perfect. Let's take a little bit of speed off it.
Right, speed off, up, down, and through.
Good, minus 3.2. Massive improvement that.
Yeah.
So if you have a look here, have a look at us now. Look how much better that is in the backswing.
Yeah.
It's definitely more over, isn't it?
Yeah. And it's much more shallower.
The difference there is now going through your right bicep through the next level, whereas before it's on top of it.
Yeah.
Now it's
Almost
going
over
through
my
it,
shoulder.
and the face is in a much stronger position. I think for me it just feels so strange for you. You're just not quite completing the swing at the minute.
Yeah. So
And
that's why
yeah.
I'm not connecting or.
But look how much closer to actually being on plane we are. It's not as out to in.
Yeah.
We can see that because we've got the TrackMan numbers. We've gone from -8 to,
Yeah.
I mean, we've thrown a minus 3.2 in there, so an average of now minus 3.4,
So you've almost halved it.
almost halved it. Now that's within the space of, say, we've got 10 shots,
Yeah.
11 shots. So we've got your blueprint, you've got your framework to stick to, and hopefully when we start to see that improvement in the ball flight, do you get the feeling of what we're trying to create?
Yeah,
there?
100%. 100%.
And I know it feels kind of totally alien to you at the minute, but that's exactly what we're going to need to kind of feel. And imagine if I said to you, it's going to feel alien, otherwise we're not going to make that improvement.
No.
So
it's
if
not
I,
feel the same because at the end of the day,
Yeah.
we don't want it to be the same.
exactly, so if I jumped in there and you stood behind me, so before you made under and over,
Yeah.
now we're trying to feel it's over, under, turned and released. So it's going to feel
Weird.
really strange and weird to begin with, because
But as long
ultimately
as I stick to this and don't deviate
Exactly.
from it,
And
we
then-
should be fine.
we hopefully get towards our point of being right, okay, +2 path. Now, I'm not saying it's going to be a weekly thing. That might be a few months.
No, 100%. Like, at the end of the day, I'm not saying I want to hit, but I'd love to be able to hit the draw
Yeah.
shot. I'm not saying I want to hit the draw shot every time, but I just want to know that I can hit a
Yeah,
draw
yeah.
shot, sort of thing. I mean, I'm all for
Just reducing curvature.
just reducing curvature, hitting it straight. That's it. On the low irons, I don't notice it as much because at the end of the day, you're not going to. But it's on the long ones that I do notice it the most. And if I know why I'm doing that, at least then if I start doing it, I go, well, hang on a minute, Ryan. You know what's going wrong. Sort it out. Instead of before, I'm thinking, well, I kind of knew what was going wrong, but I didn't know how to solve the equation.
Yeah.
I knew the outcome. I just didn't know the format I had to put in to get to where I needed to be.
And now, if you explained it to me, what you have to do. So, you almost give me the lesson back now. See if you can understand it.
Yeah. So obviously I had a massive and a very steep swing. So I was bringing the club on the inside, coming back over on the, leading right shoulder over and across.
Yep.
So now, what I want to see a lot more of is when I bring this club back, I want to be taking it up.
Yep.
And as I come in down and through, I've got to make sure I keep my wrist nice and strong. So when I'm impacting the ball, I close in the face and
Yeah,
hopefully it gets
it's-
that nice.
Correct. The only thing that's going to close in the face as such. If we hit the draw, we do need a face that's closed.
Yeah.
But all we want to do is want to keep a stronger face.
Yeah.
We don't want it to be weak and
No,
pointing to the
yeah.
right. So it's exactly correct that what you said. Really nice summary.
Right guys, so I just finished the bit of a lesson with Alex and I'm very impressed with where my swing's at the end of it compared to where it was at the beginning. I was very steep, as you've probably seen from some of the videos, but I've managed to get that, shadowed it out quite a lot, strengthened the vase, and I'm just hitting a much more consistent swing.
So everyone, there you have it. We've gone through the lesson with Ryan. We've talked about how we can actually set up an improvement in terms of club path. So we started at -8. We then got an average of 3.3 at the end.
Yeah.
Massive improvement. We didn't quite have the ball flight, but as we said and we spoke about, we've got those 3 drilled shots. We've got the framework we can stick to in terms of the alignment stick, creating an over and under.
Yeah.
And then we kind of create a scenario, which is more of a realistic thing we'd see on the golf course. Move it around the tree, move it around the wall, whatever that might
Just
be.
visualise your shot of making sure you get that ball out and then back in.
Exactly. So do you feel comfortable with that?
Yes, 100%. Over the space of 20 balls we hit then, I could see a massive impact and I can feel the strain on my body, which I've not felt before. So that's my body telling me you're doing something that
Mm.
you haven't done before.
Exactly, perfect. Right guys, so there you have it. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you very much for watching this new content of Alex Lake Golf on the Friday. Thank you for watching and see you next time.